Emergency! You're in Disney World. Everybody's hangry. You never made reservations. Guess what? You can get food in Disney World without a reservation. And here's where. Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net. Today we're talking about the best of the last-minute Disney World restaurants, all according to you. Your pick for the fourth best last-minute Disney World restaurant with a rating of 8.27, Spice Road Table. Spice Road Table can be found in the Morocco Pavilion of Epcot, where you can get tapas-style food in a full table service setting without planning ahead. It's actually kind of an underrated spot, and it's frequently available for walk-ups. Here you can enjoy Mediterranean small plates and a beautiful view of the World Showcase Lagoon. And there's both indoor and outdoor seating. Spice Road Table is generally open from noon to 9 p.m.
Spice Road Table! I love Spice Road Table. This is actually one of my favorite restaurants in Epcot. The hummus fries are so good. They have like a sampler platter that's just delicious. Plus, it's right on the lagoon. So you have fireworks views if you go at the right time. I love the vibe. The Morocco Pavilion, in my opinion, is the most beautiful pavilion. On top of that, you've got really good Mediterranean food.
Reviewer Candace Mume said, "Over the years, this has become a must-eat restaurant for us. We stopped in a few years ago because a cast member mentioned hummus fries. We go every year and get hummus fries and calamari for a nice snack. We've always been able to walk in without a reservation."
The menu for Spice Road Table ranges from $9 to $15 for small plates of Mediterranean cuisine, such as house-made hummus fries, spicy shrimp, and the Spice Road Table sampler made up of lamb kefta, spiced chicken, and tirapatakia. That's right, I said it, you can look it up. You can also enjoy Mediterranean beers, wines, sangria, and specialty cocktails like mimosas and the Moroccan Mule, made with fig vodka, ginger beer, agave, and lime.
What's particularly great about Spice Road Table is that you can get a variety of smaller plates that can be shared among your party. I personally really love the hummus fries, and I also really like the Spice Road sampler. I think that's kind of a good way to get a little bit of everything.
Reviewer Rebecca said, "Just dropped in to get the hummus fries and a drink, and we enjoyed our time. We were able to get a table immediately and had some really good service even though we didn't eat a full meal. We sat on the patio and were able to cool off and enjoy some nice views by the water. I unfortunately can't speak about the whole menu, but we loved the hummus fries."
The pros. Small plates often make for a wonderful sharing experience where you can try a taste of many different items. This restaurant is seriously underrated with how delicious the food is. It's worth a visit at least once. On a beautiful day in Epcot, a spot outside with that gorgeous view of World Showcase Lagoon is chef's kiss, one of the best views in Epcot. The cons, you're not getting huge portions here, and that's kind of the point, but if you're really hungry, you might get frustrated. If you want to try multiple dishes, the prices for these small plates can add up fast. You might not find a huge wine and beer selection that you might otherwise find around Epcot. Your pick for the third last-minute Disney World restaurant with a rating of 8.48, Yak and Yeti. We have to head over to Disney's Animal Kingdom to check out Yak and Yeti, where you can make reservations, but if you happen to be a Landry's Select Club member, you generally don't need a reservation. We'll get to that in a second. This is technically not a Disney-owned restaurant. At Yak and Yeti, you can dine for lunch and dinner in a space that's designed to look like a village home that has been transformed into a restaurant at the base of Expedition Everest. You can try to spot all of the Southeast Asian artifacts around the restaurant while dining on dishes from various regions of Asia.
Yak and Yeti is surprisingly good. The ahi tuna nachos are incredible, and the wok-fried green beans are really good. Plus the ambiance is really cool. They've got all these intricate details and designs. There's this banister and staircase that's literally from a mansion in India that they brought here. It's gorge. So it's a really beautiful restaurant, and because you don't really need a reservation there, especially if you're a Landry's member, it's a good spot to go chill out and rest and relax during a busy and hot Animal Kingdom day.
Reviewer James said, wonderful food and atmosphere. One of the best restaurants on property. We go each time. We haven't had a bad dish here ever.
At Yak and Yeti, prices range from $19.99 to $29.99 for entrees, with small plates like quart pot stickers and shareables like ahi tuna nachos. You can also order Malaysian seafood curry or the Kobe beef burger, and there are lots of vegetarian options as well. The kids menu has great choices for picky eaters like cheeseburgers and mac and cheese. Oh, and get the fried wontons for dessert. Along with specialty cocktails like the Yak Attack, guests can also order a variety of wines and beers. And like we said before, if you're a Landry's Select Club member, you can generally visit Yak and Yeti during non-peak times and receive priority seating without any reservation. There's a one-time fee of $25, but you immediately get a gift card in that amount when you sign up for their loyalty program, and you get a $25 birthday gift card as well. With over 600 restaurants under the Landry's umbrella, this may be a discount club you can enjoy at home as well.
This is relatively authentic food, especially for Disney World, and especially the dim sum. So just keep in mind that it might be a little unfamiliar. If that's something that you want to try, if you want a more adventurous meal, Yak and Yeti is a great choice. And again, you cannot beat the fact that you can just walk in at most times, especially if you're a Landry's member. I'm a fan of Yak and Yeti. In fact, most of the restaurants on this list, I'm like, it's kind of surprising that they're like last minute restaurants that you can just go into. It's also got a really nice staircase, which you wouldn't think should have any effect on my opinion, but it does. It definitely gives it a couple points.
Reviewer School Bob wrote, this was the best meal on our recent visit. Many choices and accommodating allergy guests. The food was delicious, ample, and reasonable. I strongly recommend considering the server's suggestions of daily specials.
The pros. This is a favorite spot for Pan-Asian cuisine in Disney World. It's a beautiful restaurant, impeccably decorated with Southeast Asian artifacts. You might not always care to sit indoors, but it can be super beneficial on a hot or rainy day in Disney World. The cons? Several of our readers mentioned that this restaurant gets very loud, which can be good or bad depending on your situation. Yak and Yeti is owned by Landry's Inc., which is why Landry Select Club members get special perks. Keep in mind, if you want to join the Landry Select Club to bypass scheduling a reservation, it costs $25. Your pick for the second last-minute Disney World restaurant with a rating of 9.29. Jock Lindseys Hangar Bar. Jock Lindseys Hangar Bar is a unique spot in the landing area of Disney Springs, and there are no reservations required. This waterfront lounge is based on a Raiders of the Lost Ark character named Jock Lindsey, and if you don't remember, he was the pilot for Indiana Jones who owned that pet snake Reggie. And if you don't know that Indy hated snakes, then Raiders of the Lost Ark needs to be on your weekend movie list. We will all wait for you to write it down. We'll sit here for a second. The fictional story is that Indy and Jock found Disney Springs in 1938, bought some land, and built an airplane hangar that eventually became a popular watering hole. Here you can enjoy drinks and tapas dishes, along with the Indiana Jones artifacts you'll find throughout the space.
It's really awesome themed. There's so many details. It's like, I love going there because there's always something to look at. Is your family boring you with their conversation? Take a look around. You don't want to be on the date that you're on? Take a look around. You are alone? Take a look around. There's that table that's surrounded by metal. That's pretty great.
Reviewer Chelsea said, this place is awesome. We stopped in on a Friday evening and must have gotten in at the right time because there was no wait. The bourbon mule was absolutely delicious. We also shared the pork tacos and the loaded pretzel and had the perfect meal. Really good food.
The Jock Lindsey menu includes appetizers, tacos, and flatbreads with signature dishes like the snake bite sliders. Why did it have to be snakes? and the Air Pirates cargo loaded pretzel, which is giant, by the way, and it comes with beer cheese fondue. Why did it have to be beer cheese? And it's basically a pretzel acting like a charcuterie board. Prices range from $10.50 to $22 for each, and you can grab alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks with specialized cocktails like the Jovito Mojito. You can also stop by for happy hour dishes and drinks for discounts.
Ooh, I love Jock Lindseys Hangar Bar. This is definitely one of my top lounges in all of Walt Disney World, not only because it is fun drinks, but there's actually good food too. And sometimes you have to sacrifice one or the other. But not only do I love Indiana Jones, so I love the whole vibe in there, but they have some really, really great dishes. My favorite thing is the cargo loaded pretzel, where they take a giant pretzel and then they shove a charcuterie board into it, which is like a dream come true you may not even knew you had. They've also got great flatbreads, they have tacos, they have dips, really, really great cuisine.
Reviewer Rich R. Disney Dad said, "Great food and atmosphere. Love the detailed touches like the radio on the patio that comes on every few minutes. Had the loaded pretzel and it was awesome. It's not overly salty. The pepperoni and prosciutto were incredible and easy enough to share. We had 3 in our party and it was enough for us as a light lunch."
I don't know if it's worth, well, I guess if you're a big Indiana Jones fan, it's worth a trip to Disney Springs on its own, but overall, I think it's worth, I would go there just to go there because I'm local. I don't know if you're not going to Disney Springs for anything else if you need to go there, but if you're going there for a day of shopping or getting some other treats or something, definitely stop in Jock Lindseys.
The pros. What's better than sitting right on the water in Disney Springs? If you're a fan of the Indiana Jones film franchises, this spot is a must-do. If you're not a fan, you need to be one. Even with a more limited menu, the food here is so tasty. The cons? You're not necessarily getting an entree-sized dish here. If you're not a fan, the setting might feel a little odd. This is not necessarily a spot for picky eaters. Now, before we hit you with number 1, please click on that thumbs up and click on that subscribe button. When you subscribe, be sure to ding the notification bell so you get an instant notification anytime we post a new video. And if you really want some fun stuff, join the AllEars community. Follow us on social media at AllEars.net. Keep in mind, these ratings change daily. So if you have an opinion, by all means, express yourself at AllEars.net and AllEars socials on Facebook and Instagram. Got it? Good. On we go. Your pick for the best last-minute Disney World restaurant with a rating of 9.40. Steakhouse 71 Lounge. Steakhouse 71 is one of Disney World's newer restaurants located in Disney's Contemporary Resort. The Steakhouse 71 Lounge is part of the restaurant, open from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m., and best of all, you don't need a reservation to get in. The Steakhouse 71 menu is similar to other Disney World restaurant lounges like Cruise Cup and Ale and Compass, where the menu has some of the same dishes as the restaurant counterpart, like the loaded mac and cheese.
Reviewer Noli K said, "The food here is amazing. The ambiance and service is wonderful. Mac and cheese was delicious."
While I know there was a lot of outrage when it was announced that the Way would be closing, Steakhouse 71 for many has proven to be a very worthy replacement. It has really great food, awesome drinks, and a overall pretty fun atmosphere.
Most notably, the Steakhouse 71 Stack Burger is available at the lounge during all hours, even though it's only served during lunchtime in the restaurant. You can also try lump crab cakes, PB&J chicken wings, yes, really, bacon and eggs, and more. Prices range from $9 to $20 for lounge bites, and you can also grab a coffee, a specialty cocktail, or beer and wine.
Oh, baby, do I love Steakhouse 71. It has quickly climbed the list of my favorite places to eat in Walt Disney World. And what's great about the lounge is that it's pretty easy to score a seat. I've been very surprised at how easily I've been able to sit in the lounge, especially earlier. Now, the best thing on the menu at Steakhouse 71 is luckily also served at the lounge, and that is the burger. It is such a delicious, cheesy, simple burger, but it is like chef's kiss. It's got that red onion, lemon aiolis, tons of gooey cheese. It is amazing. Also at the lounge, you can get their loaded mac and cheese. That's really good as well with jalapenos and bacon. You can do the PB&J wings. Those weren't actually my favorite. I much prefer the burger and the mac and cheese. But as far as like lounge food goes, A+. Also great cocktails.
Reviewer Mullet Happens said, we stopped here for lunch and I had the Steakhouse 71 stack burger for $20. I think this is the best burger in Disney World. It's well seasoned and cooked. The fries were a little thicker, but also good.
The pros.
Okay, I'm not supposed to talk about Steakhouse 71 Lounge. They didn't give me any notes to talk about Steakhouse 71 Lounge. Are you scared? Are you scared of what I'm gonna say about Steakhouse 71? Well, I don't care. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it, and you can cut me if you want because you're the editor and you have that power. But I'm gonna talk about it because you can't stop me, despite the fact that I have no lines. Why would you do this to me? That burger is life-changing and you don't want me to talk about it? The cocktails at Steakhouse 71 Lounge are awesome. If you're actually tasting the alcohol, they're made to be alcohol forward, which is not something you find a lot at Disney World. And most of the time at Disney World, it's here is some blue curacao and a glow cube. Enjoy. I might gonna have to go to Steakhouse 71 right after I film this because I'm talking about the burger. Is this why you didn't give me a line? Were you looking out for my best interest? Well, now I feel like the bad guy. So thank you for looking out for me. And I'm sorry that I disobeyed because now I'm paying the price. And that price is a $20 burger.
The pros. Reviewers have said this might be one of the best burgers in all of Disney World, and you can only get it at lunch in the restaurant. In the lounge, all day. The fun 70s theme for Steakhouse 71 is unique and interesting. It's inside the Contemporary Resort, meaning it's a short monorail ride or walk from Magic Kingdom to get to the restaurant. The cons? Because the lounge is technically separate from the restaurant, you might get slower service than you would with a restaurant reservation. While there is still a lot of great food on the menu, there's not as much as the restaurant. The lounge area itself has limited seating, and there's also bar seating, so you might have to get comfortable with strangers depending on how busy they are, and this should also influence your decision if you're traveling with children. Do you have a favorite no reservation spot? Start that comment war now.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
You can't stop me.